So here is How Insensitive, Joe Beam Tune, beautiful, beautiful minor key song. And again, as I was just mentioning, minor keys to me are my personal favorite because of all the various subtle shadings. Because when I think of minor scales, I think of these things. Is it in the natural minor? Is it the sixth? Or is it Dorian, which is common in jazz, like Take Five and So What, that flavor? Is it a harmonic minor scale based song, like, you know, I would say this song is a little bit, and minor swing, for example? Um, is it Phrygian, which is not as common, well, definitely more of that Spanish vibe? Or can I use a melodic minor, etc.? There's so many different shadings on the minor scales, and it does require that you know your formulas. Now I'm going to just take a look, maybe just at this first 8 bars of the song. We can try, or 16 bars. How about that? This song is very unique. It's a through composed song, meaning it doesn't repeat the A section. It just goes from measure 1 to measure 32, then it repeats and it starts all over. You can't just say, like, oh, let's just play that A section. If anything, people might call this the A section, but it's not an AABA song form, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, so the first chord here, I'm just going to go through my process, and I hope that this will benefit you. D minor 9 is what's written on this particular chart. I would typically just play D minor 6, maybe. The melody's on the 5th degree. And then immediately, though, we're in the key of F, by the way, says the key signature, which is D minor, relative minor. That means Aeolian mode. And here's D minor 9, and that's a beautiful choice. And so this is actually kind of interesting because I said, oh, I play D minor 6. But the melody note here is a B flat, but it's just kind of that chromatic note there above the 5th. It's a flat 6, but that also will kind of help determine if you want to bring out the melody flavor, which we do. So I would probably maybe say until later. Then when you're soloing, then you might ignore the melody altogether and then just do D minor 6. But if you want the flat 6, I would probably be thinking harmonic minor or Aeolian mode. I'll say that in order of importance. I would be thinking Aeolian, which is the natural minor, and then also the harmonic minor has that flat 6. I would not be thinking Phrygian. I don't want a flat 2 in here. Phrygian has a flat 2. I want the natural 2, which is the 9. So here is D natural minor, Aeolian. And now it's a little bit of the superimposing I talked about last week, very West Montgomery, where I'm thinking F major against that D minor. But if you want that B flat in there, okay, so that's my number one consideration is I don't want tension, so I'm going to axe out the harmonic minor scale. I'm going to say that for this chord. I don't want too much tension on this first one. I also like the natural 6. That's what I was saying is I like Dorian on this too. Okay, even though the melody has a flat 6. So it's up to you. Again, it's subjective on what your choice scale is. Either Aeolian, Dorian, or even melodic minor is another choice. But I'm going to stick to Aeolian because I'm going to demonstrate this all. Now, the next chord is C sharp dim. I hope you know that that is creating a chromatic bass line. But it's a sub for the A7. That's the 5. Okay, of D minor. So it's almost like doing these songs I was just saying. 1, 5. Okay, like gypsy jazz style songs. So what do we do on the 5 chord? Harmonic minor. Which one? D harmonic minor. And then the next chord goes to C minor 6. We'll talk about that in a second. But even right here, just for those first 4 bars, D minor Aeolian, harmonic minor. And I would just practice that over and over. And then C sharp dim. I wasn't in time, but. And then now on the C minor 6, I'll play here. Dorian. Which Dorian? Am I thinking D Dorian anymore? No. I'm thinking now C Dorian. I'm playing to the chord. This is kind of the to the chord method, playing the changes. C Dorian. And then on this G7 here, G7 is the 5 of C minor. Do you want to play harmonic minor? It might be, you could. It's a little bit darker there. You could play C, which harmonic minor? C harmonic minor. Or you could even just play, believe it or not, C major, because G7 is the 5 of C major. I wouldn't do that though. I would play the melodic minor scale, C melodic minor, because it has that E flat. And it also has that A natural, which is in the melody. I know this is advanced. This song is, I think, it's fairly advanced for soloing. This is because we are also examining the melody. So I'm going to reiterate that last 4 bars here. C Dorian, C melodic minor. C melodic minor contains a G7 chord, and it contains that A note. It has an A and a B note. And it's very similar to the C major, except you flat your 3, E flat. This is where I would put on a backing track, but maybe you all can just try that right now. Again, I'm using my iReal Pro app. I'm going to loop those 4 bars from the top. Like that. I just looped it just to show you. And I'm going to push play. I'm just going to kind of run a little some scales all kind of in that area that I was just demonstrating. Whoa, that might be too fast. I'll slow down a notch. 140 is a little faster than song. There we go, 100. Show you where I'm gonna say it. Ready? It's gonna loop. D Aeolian. D harmonic minor. C Dorian. C melodic minor. D Aeolian. This is again how I practice. I say it aloud. D harmonic minor. Notice we're staying on D. Now move down to C. C Dorian. You can even get a little bluesy there if you want, of course. C melodic minor. I'm going to stop and just show you the C melodic minor scale, with just 1 octave. C, D, E flat, G, G, A, B, C. It's just a major scale with a flat 3. That's how a lot of people think of it. I sometimes think of it as Dorian with a flat, Dorian with a raised 7. And that goes with the G7/B. You'll hear it in context here. Let's just do some quick demonstrations here. This is again just more of a demonstration than a full-blown study here, but at least I'm showing you also how to try to practice this stuff. Harmonic minor. Watch my hand shift. Blues, melodic, and again. Harmonic. C Dorian. Melodic. Maybe whole tone. I like that too. Blues. Harmonic. I did a little push. C Dorian. And melodic minor. And again, I'll just run some scales. Harmonic. This is good practice. And C Dorian. C. Melodic minor. And top. Oh, that was kind of whole time, not intentional. And move, C Dorian. C Dorian. Melodic. Dorian. Oh, see, I said Dorian. I was ignoring the melody, and then I hit the melody note there. But it's funny. When I came back to that D minor, I defaulted to D Dorian. I just love the Dorian blues flavor so much. Again, I was ignoring the melody. The melody has a flat six, so that's what I'm saying. It's subjective on what scale color you want to do. But I again would be doing either Aeolian, Dorian, or the blues here, of course. Oh, you can do blues through everything. And then C sharp diminished 7, that's a sub for A7th, so I'm thinking D harmonic minor. C Dorian, C melodic minor. Now we're moving on. Now we're in the key of B flat major. Or are we? But that's now the Ionian. We can do some modes. And over here, B flat Ionian, E flat Lydian, like we're in the key of B flat major temporarily. This song is a really cool song to examine. I do have lessons already available on Patreon with analysis. 2-5-1, 2-5, that's when you play harmonic minor over this. Which one? A7 is a 5 of D, so you do D harmonic minor. And then here when you resolve, D minor, your choice. D minor Dorian, D minor blues, D melodic minor, D Aeolian, if you want it. I would not do harmonic minor anymore because that creates tension. I want it to resolve. Here's tritone sub. I might do the whole tone scale here, right on the root. Just because I know that the composer's using tritone sub, the band's probably going to do it, so I know it's going to sound good. That's a tritone sub for G7. Again, the song kind of just goes on. I'm just going to leave it at that for now, though. But that's, again, just to show you what I was saying. I'm just going to start it from the top. I'll keep it really simple. And now C Dorian. Melodic minor. B flat major. E flat major, low arpeggios, and 2-5 to D, that's harmonic minor, blues, whole tone, so I do want to say this also. I was about to bust into some arpeggios here too. That's where I always say mix and match. If I know I'm working on just some scale ideas, I try to limit myself to scale ideas so I don't fall back to my normal outlining licks, So again, B flat major, E flat Lydian, D harmonic minor. This is a scale approach. D minor blues or pentatonic, G whole tone or D flat whole tone, C Dorian. I'm looking at the big picture. This is a 5 here, so that's C harmonic minor. Same stuff. It gets recycled here. I see this as this part's the same as before. This is a 2-5. So what do we use on a 2-5 sequence? I think off the 2. C Dorian. What about this? C Dorian still. What about this? That's a 2-5. B Dorian. But I also know that this is a 2-5 going to this, because that flat 9, I might think of it as A harmonic minor. Because of this. Flat 9. That kind of says, I don't want it darker. This. That's this flavor. That's that flat 9. So you have C minor 7. Dorian. And that's why I would choose the A harmonic minor over here. This B flat major 7. I want to just outline the arpeggio, but I'm going to do the scale. Actually, I kind of want to do Lydian there. B flat in this case here might be closer related as a 4 chord of F major. So if it's the 4 chord of the key of F major, which is relative to D minor, that's Lydian mode. So here's B flat. Oh, by the way, look at the melody. So it's Lydian. You gotta look at the melody. That's just key of F. And then on the A7 harmonic minor, and then resolve it to D minor, blues. Now I'll just be jamming on this. But hit the chord, run your scale, make sure it sounds good. Chord, harmonic minor, chord, scale, blues. Notice I chose a blues scale, just again to resolve it, kind of a George Benson-y, Grant Green flavor. So there's some soloing ideas for How Insensitive.